Hey, good afternoon. It is Wednesday, the most important service of the week, the prayer meeting at James River. It is June 15th. How's everybody out there? I haven't stopped doing videos. I just kind of do them as I feel led to do them. And so I just want to talk about forgiveness. Are you the hero or are you the villain? And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this. All of us are guilty. In someone's story, we are the villain. And in our story, there are villains. In some people's stories, we're the hero. And in our stories, there's heroes. So I guess what I mean by that, you can look at it like Marvel, villain versus hero, Iron Man versus Thanos. Basically, none of us are perfect. We've all let someone down. We all haven't met expectations. We've all done something we're not proud of. We've all done something we're ashamed of. So in someone's story, we are the villain. And in our story, there's villains. So all that to say that in Matthew 6, 14, 15, it talks about us forgiving others. Okay? So if someone's wronged us, as a Christian, we have to be the hero. Does it always feel right to forgive? No. Is it easy to forgive? No. Is it something God instructs? Yes. It says basically we are to forgive others, and then God will forgive us. Matthew 6, 14, 15. If we don't forgive others, then God will not forgive us. So in the second part of this is love. God instructs us his greatest commandment is to love one another. No matter how you feel about someone, no matter what they've done, you're not letting people off the hook by forgiving them. You're just letting yourself off the hook. And sometimes relationships are redeemable. They can be restored. But first of all, what has to take place is that forgiveness, that willingness to go there. And then there's a lot of times where forgiveness can't, or not forgiveness, but restoration can't be achieved. But that's okay, because not all relationships are meant to be redeemed, restored. Some people are meant for your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. It just depends on what God has in store and what he puts there. But ultimately, it's his will. So, we're called to forgive, and then God will forgive us. If God forgives the inexcusable in us, then we should be able to forgive the inexcusable in others. Nobody's perfect. We're all going to let someone down. We're all going to let each other down. It doesn't matter. We're going to be the villain in someone's story, and we're going to be the hero in others. It's just not possible for a human to do everything possible to make someone happy. Only God can do that. That's only something God is capable of doing and not us. So we are called to forgive, and we're called to love. And in 1 Corinthians, the entire chapter of 13 talks nothing about love. And basically, if you have, you can do everything in the world, but if you have not love, you have nothing. And then in 1 Corinthians 13, beginning in verse 4, it says, love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable, and it keeps no record of being wronged. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstance. And love, later in the chapter, will last forever. Think about that. We are called to forgive as a Christian. We're called to love as a Christian. So, in regards to the hero or the villain, be the hero. Let people off the hook. If God forgives us, we can sure as heck forgive other people. Hard to do, but so worth it in the long run. Thanks for listening.